The long season of a top stakes caliber 3-year-old can be filled with peaks and valleys. Fortunately for Rock and Roll Heaven, there were many more highs than lows en route to a Horse of the Year type season in 2010. The $57,000 yearling from the sensational first crop of Rock and Roll Hanover started with Royal Hagen, before Frank Bellino of Bronxville, New York, shelled out a hefty $300,000 off just 2 qualifiers, and his gamble paid off thanks to veteran New Jersey trainer Bruce Saunders and driver Danielle Dubé. Heaven's season started off with a bang in early May, and a gutsy win in the Berries Creek in 152, while avenging an elimination loss in his first start of the year. The colt battled hard into a wickedly strong win, overcame some steering problems with a change in head poles, and a stellar campaign was well underway. A few weeks later, Rock and Roll Heaven came right back to pace the fastest mile in the 39-year history of the New Jersey Sire Stakes program in the $200,000 final, with a dazzling 1:48.3 clocking. Heaven was used early to take the lead in 26-3, breezed past the half in 54-2 before yielding command, then retook past 3/4 in 1:21-1 and dug in to score as the 6-5 favorite. All seemed to be going well until Rock and Roll Heaven shipped to Mohawk to prepare for the North America Cup, and some episodes of adversity presented themselves. In the Burlington, Heaven got lost in the intense fog, shied away from a teletimer in the backstretch, broke stride, and turned the wrong way. The colt was forced to qualify just 3 days later, winning in 152, then had to bounce back only 4 days after that to take his North America Cup elimination in 148.4 from post 9. If that wasn't enough, the night before on June 18th, Danielle Dubé suffered a pair of fractured vertebrae and a broken carpal bone in his right hand, which temporarily put Tim Tetrick in the sulky for the elimination. John Campbell picked up the drive on the favorite in the final and said the colt just didn't kick home like he thought he would and had to settle for 4th. They say there's nothing like some home cooking, and when Rock and Roll Heaven returned to the Big M backstretch for some fine-tuning, the results were devastating. He promptly turned in the fastest Meadowlands pace elimination in history, a sparkling 1:47.3, which would be his lifetime mark, and stamped him as the favorite for the final. Hall of Famer John Campbell has held a record 7 pace trophies, and while making his 30th straight pace appearance, he declared Rock and Roll Heaven his best chance at winning since his last victory in 2002 with Mach 3. Yet going for the lion's share of $1 million is never easy, and Heaven got stung to a quarter of 25-4, took on intense late pressure from elimination winner Rockin' Image, then lost a photo finish to one more lap in a 1:47.4 thriller. It was time for a few weeks off to freshen up, and Rock and Roll Heaven resurfaced on Hambletonian Day in the Oliver Wendell Holmes, reunited with a fully recovered Danielle Dubé, yet suffered his second straight upset at the hands of Rockin' Image. However, in his next outing at Harris Chester, Heaven flaunted his ability to rally by storming past one more lap in the $500,000 Battle of Brandywine in 1:48.4, a track record despite the off-going. Onward to Delaware, Ohio for the Little Brown Jug, where Rock and Roll Heaven would prove his mettle on a half-mile track. Following a schooling mile at Yonkers and a qualifier at Pocono, he was perfectly prepped to make history. 10 years prior, Danielle Dubé lost the 2000 Jug in a race-off with another Horse of the Year, Gallo Blue Chip, but this time the Flying Frenchman got the one that got away. In the first heat, Rock and Roll Heaven equaled Some Beach Somewhere's world record of 1:49.2. As expected, Rock and Roll Heaven dictated his own terms in the Jug final and reeled off another spectacular 1:49.2 clocking for a 2-heat world record. Under no pressure at all, his back half was an amazing 53 seconds and final quarter 26-2. Rock and Roll Heaven's coronation came at Pocono Downs when he romped in both his elimination and the final of the Breeders' Crown with miles of 1:49.1 and 1:49. In that final, the colt showed his speed with a stunning 3/4 of 1:19.1 before handing Bruce Saunders and Frank Bellino their first Crown Trophy. As a testament to the Bruce Saunders training program, Rock and Roll Heaven stayed on his toes deep into the fall and ran the table through both Grand Circuit events at the Red Mile, a 1:48.2 in the Bluegrass and a 1:48.1 in the Tattersalls, before pushing past $2 million on the season with an easy win in the Messenger Stakes at Yonkers. Rock and Roll Heaven closed out his career making it 10 wins in a row with a wire-to-wire romp in the Matron Stakes final at Dover Downs in 1:50.1. his 16th win in a $2 million three-year-old season, and 20th career tally in 30 starts. Owner Frank Bellino took a pretty big swing and hit a home run. Bruce Saunders impeccably trained the best horse he's ever had and a pacer for the ages. Daniel Dubé emerged from a hospital bed to pick up where he left off and finished the job. A great horse with tenacity and vicious speed. The result was heaven sent.